Most drivers have no idea how much money they're quietly losing every year just by not knowing a few simple car tricks. Not because their car is unreliable, not because repairs are unavoidable, but because they were never shown the easy alternatives. Dealerships and repair shops rely on panic, confusion, and silence. And once you see how simple some of these tricks really are, you'll realize how often you've been paying for problems that never needed to cost you a dime. One of these tricks alone can save you thousands over the life of your car. And the wildest part? Many of them were already built into your vehicle from the factory. You just weren't told. So before you spend another dollar at the mechanic, here are 15 car tricks most drivers wish they learned years earlier. And the first one proves just how much dealerships depend on panic. Your car is locked. Your key fob isn't working. Maybe the battery is dead. Maybe it got wet. Either way, that sinking feeling hits immediately. You're stranded. You call the dealership. They tell you the only solution is a tow truck and a replacement fob. Suddenly, you're hearing numbers like $200, $300, and even $500 once programming fees are added. It feels unavoidable. But what almost nobody tells you is that nearly every modern key fob has a mechanical key hidden inside it. It's been there the entire time. You access it by pressing a small release button on the fob and pulling the key out. That metal key works even if the electronics are completely dead. The only catch is that many cars hide the keyhole behind trim near the door handle. Sometimes there's a plastic cover you pop off. Sometimes the slot is tucked underneath the handle itself. Once you find it, that mechanical key unlocks the door just like cars did for decades before electronic fobs existed. No tow truck, no replacement, no panic. And in many vehicles, that same key can even start the car. Dealerships rarely explain this because panic is profitable. Calm drivers don't overpay. And once you realize how often simple fixes replace expensive services, the next trick might actually make you mad. Foggy headlights are one of the most common safety scares that dealerships love to push. Your lights look yellow and dim. Visibility at night feels worse. Other drivers flash their brights. Suddenly, you're being told you need a restoration service or full headlight replacement. The quotes come fast. $75, $150, sometimes $500 per side. But oxidation isn't a mystery, it's chemistry. And citric acid breaks it down beautifully. A simple lemon cut in half and rubbed directly on the headlight lens can remove years of cloudiness. Scrub in small circles for a few minutes, rinse it off, and wipe it dry. For heavy oxidation, adding a sprinkle of baking soda creates a mild abrasive paste that cuts even deeper. 1 lemon, 10 minutes, 50 cents, and your headlights suddenly look clearer and brighter. Shops love foggy headlights because they're one of the easiest upsells in the building. The fix costs almost nothing. The markup is enormous, but sometimes the problem isn't fixing the car, it's finding it. You park in a massive lot or multi-level garage. Hours later, everything looks the same. You start clicking your key fob, hoping for flashing lights or a beep. 10 minutes pass, then 15. Panic slowly turns into embarrassment. Security offers to help. You waste half an hour circling rows you've already walked through. This entire situation disappears if you drop a pin on your phone the moment you park. Open your map app, tap your location, mark it. That's it. When you're ready to leave, your phone walks you directly back to your car like a Jeep's breadcrumb trail. This works at airports, stadiums, theme parks, shopping centers. Anywhere parking is chaotic. 3 seconds of effort removes one of the most stressful parts of driving entirely. And if your car still won't start when you finally get there, this next trick might save you from buying something you don't need. Battery terminals don't fail dramatically. They quietly corrode. White buildup, blue-green crust. It looks ugly, but it also interferes with electrical flow. Cars struggle to start. Electronics glitch. Warning lights appear. And most drivers are told the battery itself is bad. A new battery costs $150 to $200. Cleaning services add more. But corrosion is the real problem, not the battery. After cleaning the terminals with baking soda and a wire brush, spraying a light coat of WD-40 on the connected terminals creates a moisture barrier. That barrier prevents future corrosion from forming at all. The timing matters. Spray after reconnecting, not before. Done correctly, this protects the terminals for months and extends battery life by years. Many batteries die early simply because the connection degraded, not because the battery failed. Preventing that saves real money. Now, let's fix one of the most annoying problems drivers pretend doesn't bother them. Trash piles up fast in cars. Cups roll around. Wrappers get stuffed into door pockets. Receipts end up everywhere. It looks bad. It smells worse. And when someone asks for a ride, you suddenly become very aware of it. Dealerships sell organizers and trash systems for $50 to $100, but an empty cereal container solves the problem instantly. Drop a trash bag inside. Put it between seats or in a door pocket. The rigid shape prevents spills. The lid traps odor, and when it gets gross, you throw it away and replace it for free. Auto accessory companies charge premium prices for something that a recycled box does better. And if you think that's clever, wait until you hear what mechanics actually use in winter. Windshield washer fluid seems cheap until you realize how often you buy it. $4 here, $8 there. Over a year, it adds up. And the secret is that most of it is just water, alcohol, and detergent. Cheap vodka, mixed 1 part to 3 parts water works just as well. Add a few drops of dish soap, and you've made washer fluid that cuts grime, resists freezing, and costs a fraction of store-bought options. In extreme cold, increasing the vodka ratio keeps it liquid even below 0. That same mixture works as a de-icer, window cleaner, and disinfectant. One solution replaces multiple products. The automotive fluid industry depends on drivers not realizing how simple these formulas actually are. But what if your dashboard suddenly lights up like something's seriously wrong? A check engine light appears, the infotainment system glitches, the car feels off. You're told that diagnostics alone cost over $100. Then comes the "we'll see" pricing. But vehicles are computers. And like any computer, they sometimes just need a reset. Disconnecting the negative battery terminal for 15 minutes clears temporary error codes and resets the system. This fixes a huge percentage of random issues instantly. It won't solve real mechanical failures, but for sensor glitches and electrical weirdness, it often works perfectly. Some shops perform this exact reset and charge hundreds, calling it advanced diagnostics. Now let's talk about a problem nobody plans for. You've got one extra drink in the car. No cup holder left. You try to wedge it between your legs and pray. One sudden stop later, disaster. Aftermarket cup holders cost money and take up space, but a roll of duct tape is the perfect size to hold most cups securely. Set it on the seat, drop the drink inside, stable, no spills. And now you also have duct tape available for emergencies. Multiple rolls mean multiple holders. A road trip problem solved for a few dollars instead of overpriced accessories. Winter drivers, this next one can save you a repair bill before breakfast. Frozen windshield wipers are brutal. You try to pull them free. Rubber tears. Motors strain. Suddenly, you're replacing parts you didn't plan on replacing. Old socks slipped over the wiper blades before snowfall prevent ice from bonding to the rubber. In the morning, you pull them off and drive away. No scraping, no damage, no stress. Expensive winter wipers still freeze in extreme cold. Fabric barriers work better and cost nothing. Now, let's talk about one of the biggest money myths in driving. Premium fuel feels responsible. You're told it protects your engine. You pay extra every fill-up. Over a year, that's hundreds gone. But if your owner's manual says premium is recommended, not required, regular fuel is perfectly safe. Modern engines adjust automatically. You lose maybe 1% of performance, you'll never notice. What you gain is hundreds back in your pocket. Only vehicles that explicitly require premium truly need it. Oil companies and dealerships profit heavily from drivers not knowing the difference. And the next trick sounds ridiculous until you try it. Windshield fog is constant. You scrape, you wipe, you're late. Anti-fog products promise results and deliver disappointment. A potato cut in half and rubbed on the inside of the glass leaves behind starches that repel moisture. Fog stops forming. Frost releases more easily. This trick was used in aviation decades ago and still works today. It also works on mirrors, glasses, and side windows. A 30-cent solution outperforms expensive products. Let's fix the chaos inside your car next. Branded storage systems cost a fortune. Shoe organizers cost $10 and hold more weight. Hung on the back of a seat, they keep everything visible and accessible. Snacks, cables, toys, maps. Nothing rolls, nothing disappears. Automotive organizers are just shoe organizers with logos and markups. Now here's one that stops panic instantly. Your push-to-start car says key not detected. You're holding the fob. You panic. Tow trucks come to mind. Even with a dead battery, most fobs still work if pressed directly against the start button. There's a passive chip inside that doesn't need power. This gets you moving and saves you from dealership pricing for a $3 battery. It's in the manual. Almost nobody reads it. Let's clean your interior without paying for it. Baby wipes remove dust, grime, and fingerprints better than most automotive cleaners. They don't streak. They don't oversaturate. A $3 pack lasts months. Most interior products are just repackaged household cleaners with car branding and massive markups. And the final trick saves more money than almost anything else on this list. Eco mode isn't slow mode. It adjusts throttle, shifting, and climate use to maximize efficiency. Used correctly, it saves 10 to 25% of fuel. That's hundreds per year. Less wear, fewer stops, better longevity. It's the manufacturer's recommendation, and most drivers ignore it. How many of these did you already know? Which one surprised you the most? If this video just saved you real money, subscribe for more car tricks dealerships don't want you to know. Your wallet will thank you. And the next video exposes even more expensive secrets most drivers never discover. Click it. You'll wish you had years ago.